So we're live. Seems like we are. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Symphony Persona Live. I'm Boden. I'm the host of the show. It's so wonderful to start it over again. Symphony Persona Live is an online talk show, as you know. We meet amazing symphonians here. We hope to learn some cool personal stories, professional insights, and get inspiration and some good natured fun. You can see I'm streaming live from our Lviv office here at Symphony Solutions, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to the ever optimistic dreamer. So tonight, let's get inspired by the childhood full of tomboy adventures, the sky-high heart-pounding thrills, the passion for solo travels, by poetry that speaks to the soul, by yoga, meditation, and standing on nails. Please welcome the nature lover with a strong family bond who climbed the corporate ladder at Symphony Solutions all the way up to being the people partner lead, the ever adventurous Olha Ternova. Hello, Olha.
Hi, Bogdan. Thanks a lot for such inspiring and romantic introduction. Sounds really great. I cannot even believe when it's all about me. So thanks a lot for invitation and happy to be here.
Well, that's the way you are, honestly. I mean, ever since I know you, you've been this way, and I'm so excited to learn more about you and your extravagant way of life, and about your whole career, and about the romantic adventures, all the way from you being a tomboy to being the leading people partner here at Symphony Solutions. We're on the show, and obviously this is where we try to get some inspiration and have some fun, both us, the audience, and we want for you to have some fun as well, maybe learn something new about yourself. So to start off and to warm you up, we usually play the Never Have I Ever game. Do you mind playing that one with us?
Yes, let's try. I always
Okay.
was watching the previous Symphony Persona, and I was always confused. What should I do? Did I do that or not? With those fingers. But let's see. Let's try to figure out.
It's nice and easy. So all you need to do is just to spread your 5 fingers all the way like that, so that we can see all 5 of them. Then I will state some things that you supposedly have never done before. If you have done it, though, you just put one finger down. That's so easy. There's something that I'm stating. If you have done it, put one finger down. If you haven't, it's okay. All the 5 stay. Remain where they were. Okay. So we're playing the Never Have I Ever game with Olha Ternova, our leading people partner here at Symphony Solutions. And we hope that we all have some fun, but we really want to know where exactly you guys are having fun at. So right this second, before we even start the game, please let us know which city, town, country, part of the world are you watching us from today. Say hello to our beautiful guest, and let's begin. So it's Never Have I Ever with Olha Ternova. Let's start. Olha, here's the first one.
Yep.
Never have I ever pretended to be sick to get out of work.
Never. I'm working even sick, that's part of our job responsibilities and requirements.
Okay, here's this next one. Never have I ever taken a hot selfie. Okay, I'm not asking. Yes. I'm not asking where you store those photos, okay? Because I will probably never get access to those. But this is definitely something really interesting to find out about you. Here's next one. Never have I ever danced in the rain.
I did.
Were you just dancing alone by yourself, or were
But
there?
you know, it's not the romantic story. Like part of my childhood I spent in the village with my grandfather, which I love dearly, you know, in that time when he was alive. And of course, that part of life with the rainy, you know, weather in the village. So it's not only dancing, but running, playing, and like walking around. So it's like everything's happening there
And
for
even
sure.
working, right? Because
Yes, of
back in
course.
those village. Okay, those are good, some good memories. Here's the next one. Never have I ever sung in the shower with an imaginary microphone.
That's no one. No, I don't have talent for singing, unfortunately.
You use
But
the real
maybe
one.
I will try after that. That's a good tips, you know, for the
See,
future.
that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to start doing something new, something else. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We have this next one here, and that's quite exciting. Never have I ever walked into a room and forgot why I went there.
Oh, yes. That's definitely happening. Then you need to go back to the exact space when you were before and remember, like, you know, the whole algorithm of your thoughts, and maybe then will come up, you know, the idea or subject or whatever what was in your mind. So
I'm
that's
that same
for
way. I mean, I hate it. You need to go back there, literally replay all your thoughts and find that same moment where you were thinking about going
exactly.
into that other room. Okay, I feel you. I feel you there. Here's the next one. Never have I ever laughed so hard I cried.
Oh, yes, of course.
When was the last time?
That was just recently. So, like, now my parents are visiting me here in Malta, and you announced it like about the nailing and all that stuff. I'm just trying myself in this one.
Uh-huh.
And my father, he's like very curious person, and he wanted to try as well. So that was like very fun experience, like just you know to observe and then hear his comments. But anyhow, so that was
Did he
nice.
make it?
Yes, you made it for
Whoa.
sure.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Here's this next one, and that is the following. Never have I ever. Uh, do you drive, by the way?
Sorry.
Do you drive?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Never have I ever tried to parallel park and ended up taking multiple attempts.
I don't want to put it down, you know, but unfortunately it comes with the experience, you know.
Oh, come
So,
on.
you
I
know,
mean, I'm just that same way. I've been driving for almost what, 17 years now, and
oh
it
wow.
still happens to me. It
Oh
still
wow.
happens. So I don't
Okay.
blame you. It's all good. It's all fine.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on Symphony Persona Live where we have been playing the Never Have I Ever game with Olha Ternova. We found out some really exciting facts, and there's a lot more to come. We've done it. Okay. Thanks for letting us know where you guys are watching us from. Please hold on to your questions. We'll talk about that a little later. But for now, just stay active in the comments. You are more than welcome to comment on everything we talk about. And this next episode of Symphony Persona Live is usually, we call it quick questions. So these are the questions where we want you to answer them as soon as they are asked. So like immediately, and just answer whatever pops in your head right after you hear the question.
Okay.
Are you ready for those?
Yep.
Okay, first quick question is, what's the worst thing you ever did while online meeting when your camera was off?
Nothing bad, just having lunch, you know, because it's like the luxury to have time between meetings for that. So maybe that
But you
justifies.
were, you were, you were having
Yes.
lunch. Okay.
Yes.
Never
Confess.
have, and this next one, huh?
That's the
Okay,
confess.
next quick question. Uh-huh.
Go, go, go.
Okay, next quick question. What's the weirdest thing you ever did to make money?
Selling books, not that weird, but it was like one of my first job when I was like 15 maybe. I was trying myself like entrepreneur, you know. So that was fun for sure,
Uh-huh.
but not the
Uh,
weirdest, but the funnest.
whose books were those?
It was like a small book store in Lviv,
Uh-huh.
and the owner was saying, okay, you can try to sell over here. You can go around the district and make the, like nice promotion for those ones. So that was interesting.
Did you like it? Did you enjoy that?
In that time, yes, but I would definitely didn't come back for that, experience. But that was nice to have it for sure.
Okay. Here's one of my favorites. Name something that you're obsessed with right now.
What I'm obsessed with right now.
Mhm. Like you're thinking about it all the time.
I don't know. I'm very much obsessed with Ukraine and my family. That's like very simple answer, but since I'm
Yeah.
not in Ukraine, I'm always like worried and monitoring and everything. I even still have like all the air alarms on my mobile, and like pinging my parents and like saying like, are you in the shelters? What are you doing? So I'm trying to control even on the distance. So unfortunately, that's the reality, not the fun part of the show, but the reality what we have for sure.
It is. That's the reality. We really want to know what you feel and
Yeah.
what's happening to you as a person other than working for Symphony Solutions. So
Yes.
here's this other one. I love it. If you had an unlimited supply of one thing, what would that be?
The simplest one, which is coming to my mind, just the water and food for everybody, because it's still 21st centuries and we don't know, it's still a lot of hunger, like, even in Africa and all these countries. So that would be nice, to have this equality for everybody, for all the
Yeah.
districts and regions, for sure.
Oh, you're so sweet. Here's, and the
Thank you.
last one here is, what do you want for birthday?
What I want for birthday? Oh, I don't know, peace in Ukraine. That's the most important, and maybe some good travel for a new country. That's for me.
Okay, which country would you travel to?
I would like to discover something in Asia, I would say, because so far I discovered a lot in the Europe, I wouldn't say all of the Europe, but like mostly, so it's time to move a little bit further in that direction.
Okay, okay. We'll wish you luck on that. So whenever
Thank you.
your birthday happens, we should get whatever you want.
Thank
We are
you.
moving on to big questions that have been like topics that have been announced, and we really want to dive deeper into those themes. And one of them is something that we here in the office have been discussing, have been talking about. You, such a girly Olha Ternova, lead people part at Symphony Solution, a tomboy? What? So, um, it was you who told me that you were a tomboy growing up. So,
Yes, I was.
yeah,
I
tell us some of those fun things that you did back in those days when you were the tomboy.
It was like pretty crazy and adventurous childhood, with all this running around, playing like the games on the construction and all this stuff. And I believe I have like all the scars on my elbow and my knees, since I was falling so much from the height, from the trees and all this stuff. And even all my childhood friends actually were boys, so like even now, like when we have a chance like to see each other, they always picking on me that something happened and I become more gentle soul, since I was there. I mean, till my, I don't know, 11, 12, 13, something like that, and then it was different period of my time for sure. But the funniest one was, as I mentioned already, in the village, when you can climb the trees, running around in the fields and play all those crazy games with the boys. So yes, that was nice.
What was the craziest game you played with the boys? Can you remember?
Uh, we played the war, the pirates, and like, building the houses on the trees, kind of like construction company. So we'll try our best to entertain ourselves in the village landscape. So
So
that was,
you could find your path in the construction now.
yes, for sure. For
In
sure.
anything, right?
Why
Very
not?
good. Yeah, okay. Thanks very much for your honesty. We love it. And yeah, this next question and this other topic that we want to discuss with you and to find out a little more, and that's your passion for extreme activities like you've named skydiving and diving and whatever else. So tell us about your craziest adrenaline-filled adventures, if any.
I wouldn't say that it's like happening right now, of course, because it's different circumstances in life, but that was some period of time where I really love height when it comes to the jumping with the parachute, with the bungee jumping, and like all this like paragliding. So like the skies was the best friend, and the craziest one was probably jumping with the parachute from in Ukrainian it calls kukuruznik, who's the Ukrainian one they know, like this
It was a small
type.
little airplane.
Yes, the type of plane, and with
Uh-huh.
all this like the USSR equipment, really, really old, that you can pray that most probably it will open or not, but but you will still try your chances. So that was fun, like definitely the interesting experience, and the challenging one, because you need to pay attention, like be under one couple or whatever it's in English, and then like pay attention to the additional one and do all this stuff with the strings, which are very heavy, not to land it in the land or in the lake. Sorry. Yeah, so that was the craziest one for sure, and the most interesting, in terms of your strength and your willpower. So I remember that like second by second.
So you have done so far paragliding, you said, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Parachuting,
Yes.
diving.
Diving just a couple times, yes,
What
and
else?
bungee jumping as well.
Bungee, okay. What
Yeah.
else? That's
From
it for
the
now.
yes.
What's your next step?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Don't have something extreme in my mind so far, but I
Have,
don't know. It depends on the mood.
have you been to Macedonia?
No, never actually. Even though we have like our beloved team over there, I still didn't visit the office. So yeah, it's in my thinking.
We have friends over there, and some of them are watching. By the way, I can clearly see that they are with us online. And whenever Alex watches this show, I mean, he's always welcoming us to come over and to try
Yes.
to try his stuff. Okay, here's another almost crazy topic. I really have to ask you about this. So, you've dreamed of becoming a surgeon,
Yes,
and
that was my childhood dream.
then you ended up in HR instead.
It's
How
a
did that
really
happen?
since I already described what character I used to have when I was a child, so I never afraid of blood and all that stuff. And even though when I had like injuries of myself and my friend used to have the injuries, I was okay, to clean in the all the wounds, and like I was really okay with it, even in this
Did you do
small age.
stitches?
Yes, like even try once or two times, and I was good with the biology, and like at school, so it looks like for me it's logical in that time. But then, as I said, something changed, like in my mood, in my character, more romantic, more philosophic about traveling, about people, philosophy, psychology, and then it's ended in that direction where I'm now. So that's a different one.
Okay, so then speaking of the romantic side of you, we know that you write poetry. So you are this woman of many talents. Could you share with us some of your poetry? Maybe your favorite line, or at least when does that happen to you and how?
I was joking like the very girly stuff. It's to write the diary or something like that. I never did it in my life, but it was some period of time when I want to express my emotions and my thoughts and all that stuff. And somehow all of them were appearing not just in the text or something, but in the poetry, right? So my father is always joking that one day he maybe earn money and will publish this 2 books or whatever that I have already in my notebooks. But to be honest,
Was
I'm
it
not.
that many?
Yes, it was a lot. But to be
Ooh.
honest, I don't read much to anybody, and I'm not sure if I'm comfortable to declaim something right now, especially it's in Ukrainian, right? But it's still a good experience. And whenever I have like a bad time or something like that, I'm always expressing my emotions in that way, you know, so somehow it works for me like a therapy, like art therapy, but with the poetry, so something like that.
Let's ask the audience if they want to hear a line in Ukrainian. Maybe.
No, don't ask, because I'm shy.
Are you
Don't ask.
really? At
Yes.
least, at least a line. No? Okay, not today. Okay. We are talking to Olha Ternova, and we are so happy that she's sharing so much about her and her amazing personality. And speaking of romance, we are moving on to this other topic, and that's you being a solo traveler. That's quite exciting for me and for the audience, for those of us who are watching. So I would love to find out what's the coolest place you've traveled to alone, and tell us more about this process and this part of your life.
Yeah, so it was also like, you know, a part of discovering yourself and find this inner peace and balance and all that stuff. And when it comes to the some short solo trips, of course it can be, and it used to be like the Carpathian Mountains, you know, just to go on the trek and all the stuff. I don't know, the easiest one, just go to Burjava back and forth and enjoy the nature, you know, and you already feels recharged, and that's perfect. And you don't need like even any people around, just enjoy
That's a
that.
lot of traveling, by the way. How many
Yes,
kilometers that back and forth to Burjava?
remember that, but I'm going to the Vysoki Veliki Varh and going back, so I'm not sure I have to track the. But it's for one day. It's okay. You just like
It's
come
more
and
than 200 kilometers, isn't it?
yeah, something like that. But in the morning you're there and you like starting your pass, so it's enough. And then when it comes to the Europe, it's mostly Europe backpacking, I would say, like Hungary, Czech Republic, Italy, and something like that. Depends on the mood, you know. If that's the romantic mood or something, I was traveling to Italy, to Florence, and like to the south part, discovering some art and just discovering myself in different situations. It's not like very long trip or something, but it's always nice to feel a little bit of fear and challenge if you can do it, if you will be afraid or not, you know, like to travel by yourself. But it's always nice. It's always nice, and you always meet some nice people on your bus. That's definitely part of
Okay, well,
adventure.
what was the most challenging situation? You mentioned that there's been situations. What was the most challenging situation happening to you along your solo traveling?
I wouldn't say there was like much challenging, to be honest. It wasn't smooth, you know, with some delays and like getting lost and all that stuff. But thanks God, I was like protected with the heaven or whatever with the sky, that nothing bad has happened with me, you know, or something like that. I mean, I always was meeting just the nice people, and you know, so it was just the experience. It's like the knowing the culture, the history, the food, the favorite part, you know, of the travel. So I cannot share something like something extreme, to be honest.
Mhm. Meanwhile, we have questions coming our way already in the comments. That's okay. So whenever you guys feel like asking a question, just do so down in comments. Thank you very much for those you have sent us already. We are expecting a lot more. We have presents for the most exciting ones, but we'll talk about that after. For now, we are talking. I mean, we've talked about your poetry, about you being a solo traveler, and there's something that we've mentioned earlier, and that is you doing yoga and meditation, and I mean something crazy, and that's standing on nails, literally, right? So tell us about your journey into yoga, meditation, standing on nails. How is that helping you out to find the balance, and how big is that part of your life these days?
say that yoga, it was always part of my life, but it's like back and forth, with this part. It's coming and like it's getting on hold and all that stuff. Depends on my period of life, and all that stuff. But hatha yoga, that's what I always loved and like practice and and having in my life, just for my body and for my mind. Sometimes with the group practice, sometimes by myself, and especially now when I'm like alone, just by myself, and some tutor online or whatever. So that works in that way. And meditation, yes, especially now, it's part of your mental health and everything, when you can like just collect yourself a little bit, in the morning, and like set the right energy for the day,
Put
something
it all
like that.
together, right?
Yeah. But I cannot say that I'm doing that every day, just like when I feel it that I need it, right? And with the nailing, it's just like very, very fresh, I would say. I'm just like starting and trying myself, and because I'm always joking that I had a good experience with this. I'm not sure how to say it in English. There's like such applicators, like the yoga mat that is already with the nails, but they are plastic, So I always was standing on that one. But that's mainly like a acupuncture. It's good, like you can put it on your back, or you can stand for your feet, because like all these dots are working for your body. And then I was saying, okay, if I can handle this one, maybe I can try something more challenging. And then like which is strange, I met like one lady over here in Malta already, and she's like very into Buddhism and all that stuff, and like yoga, and like very much spiritual one, and like she's like working with that, and like not working, that's the lifestyle, right? And she like showed me and teach me a little bit. So that's just starting, so challenging, but something new and interesting for the future.
Okay. So what's in the future? Is it broken glass?
Might
Fire?
be, I have a friend who actually do that, so maybe I can ask him, how to set yourself even for that one. We'll see. To be honest, like we don't know like all our capacity of our body and our mindset. So we always need to push a little bit to see what we can do. So why not? We'll see.
Where's your capacity at now? Like, how long can you stand literally on those nails?
No, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I cannot say that it's like a many minutes or something. Just maybe 1 or 1.5 or something like that. I'm just like very much of the beginner with these nails. But as I was joking, even my father was trying to do it for a couple seconds. So it's not that bad. It's not that hurtful as you think. So you still can try to do it for sure.
So you can do 1 minute, is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
And you do it until you feel like you are done. You don't have to stand there and feel the pain. You just have.
Yes. Yeah, of course, because you always feel in the pain, but it's the matter like how you can manage that and reset yourself and actually like work with this emotion, like mentally and physically both together. So it's very interesting.
And your dad and your mother, did she try to stand on the nails?
No, no. She just like curious and ready to be an observer, that's it. That's her capacity.
Okay.
She has another talent for sure.
Okay, and here comes one of the biggest questions of the show. We've talked about a lot already about your passions, about the adventures, about you being a tomboy in your childhood. So now from the tomboy to a successful leader of a partner of the people partners here at Symphony Solutions. Tell us about your experience. How did you do it? And tell us about the big moments along this way. Who was supporting you most? Who was your biggest inspiration? That's something really incredible for me.
Thank you. I mean, when it comes purely to the profession, I would say like with the IT sphere, it's like more than 10 years, right? When you try yourself at first with some startup and you can be QA, marketing specialist, HR recruiting and all together, then you kind of discover in yourself what is like your strong and weak points and how you want to challenge and grow, right? And I'm really grateful actually for the symphony and all the opportunities that I have right in the company, because over here I'm more than 5 years, and within these 5 years I grow just from the middle HR specialist people partner to the lead position. And to be honest, like I was never even like had a lot of ambitions, let's say, like to be in this like the lead position or something like that, but looks like I can deal even with that role. So I'm not sure. Let's see what will be the feedback. I'm not one of my review, but like I'm feeling comfortable, to try myself like with the new role, with the new challenges, and I'm very grateful for those challenges that we have inside the company. And regarding the support, as you were saying, like I'm very much into family and all that stuff, and like my parents, they're like very, especially my father, he's like the role figure in my life, and he was always telling me that it doesn't matter what is your profession, it's really matter what kind of person you are. So that's my main motto in my life. So and and all the challenges that I saw during the life and how he grows, how he can deal with the stuff, it's really teach me, not to give up and try something new and go further. So something like that.
So your relationship with your father, for example, that hasn't been always that way, because when we were young, we were not even thinking of accepting the advices from our parents very often. How was your relationship with your parents, with the father as a role model? Has it been always like that, or did that happen to you when you were older, when you were an adult?
It was always very close, to be honest. So I have my older sister, so just two of us, the siblings. And since I was saying like how I was in the childhood, so I was spending a lot of time with my father in the garage and all this stuff, he was trying to teach me what to do with the engine and like some like this mechanical stuff, which didn't work. I didn't have the mindset for that, but anyhow, I was trying my best. And we always had like this very trustful and like dear experience and relationship. Actually, we can share everything, all the fails, all the secrets and stuff, and really admire till that time. And when I need some advice, most probably that would be the first person to whom I would call and share my emotion and ask and something like that. So I really love to have that in my life. That's priceless for sure.
Who else is a great supporter for you in your life?
Of course, my friends and my husband, and it's all this inner circle then in my life, the most beloved one, just those one.
Okay. So now you are leading the people office, and those girls, your colleagues, you've been with them for so many years. How do you feel about actually leading the team?
Like it, I like the challenge. As I was saying in the beginning, maybe I was doubting a little bit on myself or something, because it was many years like with the one role, one position, and it was something new. But now I like the challenge. I really like the challenge. I like so far the result, and I know that I can do better and even more, and I like how we work as a team, like, as a one organism, let's say, like also with the trust and with all the values that we have inside. I really admire all the ladies, all the hard work and approach that we have. So as for me, it's not nice. Of course, like there is some bumpy road and challenge, but that's also the path that we need to go as a team, So that's nice.
What's the best thing that you know and love about being a people partner at Symphony Solutions?
It's always about the people, in general. So it's like very cheesy line to say like that I like, like to be a people partner HR because I love to work with people, but that's really how it is. Not only in the positive way, sometimes like when there's like some challenges, experience and situation which is triggering you and all that stuff, and that you need to work even better on yourself when it comes to this and this emotions or something like that. So I'm always grateful for all the experience and situation that we have, because it's like, this disciplining you in some way. So it's nice to have this options and situation.
Nice. Thank you very much for all you do, you and your incredible team. And
Thank you.
yes, thanks for all your hard work. And now here's the most fascinating topic of all. You are living in this beautiful part of the world. You're living in Malta, observing those sunrises and sunsets. So, how has the experience of moving to another country been for you? And what do you enjoy most about living in Malta?
I wouldn't say that I'm living 100% in Malta because I'm still trying to be a little bit here, a little bit there. And whenever like someone is saying like and asking where is your home, I'm always saying it's Lviv, it's always was and always will be like that. But taking into account the circumstances and the war and everything, since my husband is Maltese, so of course we're spending more time over here nowadays. And even now when I'm traveling mostly by myself to Ukraine because the foreigners there, like they have different perception about that and different feelings. So even though of course it's dangerous and stressful and so on, but for the Ukrainians, it's okay to go and be under alarms and all that stuff because you have different, attachment to everything. And regarding the living over here, I guess it's like very different lifestyle. It's much more calm, especially for that location where I am. So there is like the Malta, the big island with the capital city. There is like the tiny island which is not inhabited actually, and there's like the another island which is like I don't know 12 kilometers per 8 kilometers, and and it's only 40,000 population. So it's very small place. And as I'm joking, like just couple villages together on the rock, and that's the location. So but I'm that type of person that I really love nature, and for me it's enough because you're still in touch with your friends and family through all the technology that you can have, and of course they come in and visit me, but I can enjoy for a walk, for the ride, for the swim, and that's the perfect place. And the nature is very beautiful, not only when it's sunny, but especially when it's stormy. I like that weather even more, because then you can see the real power of the water, of the sea, and all this, like, the beauty which is happening around. So yeah, it's nice. It's
Okay.
nice.
Whenever you come back to Lviv, I will be personally more than happy to meet you for a cup of coffee.
Thank you.
I love talking to you, and we all enjoy your wonderful story. So now it's time to reveal what kind of presents have you
Huh?
prepared for those of us who ask the tricky, interesting, exciting questions. Yes, it is true. Olha has agreed to answer your questions as well. So please go ahead and ask your questions down in comments here on YouTube. And Olha, what are the presents that we get?
I don't know. I was thinking about the presents, at first I was thinking, I don't know, like some yoga mat books or whatever, but things I'm actually in Malta, I was thinking something more local, some local goods. So I really have a nice collection with the vintage postcard and like some notebooks, also with the local beautiful places. And I have like very yummy presents, which actually like a jam from cactus fruits, which is called like prickle pears or something like that. I'm always confused to say it in English. And
Cactus jam?
yeah, so there's like a lot of cactuses around, and they have these fruits on them, and people
Okay.
actually gather in this, and they make very nice jam from that, and also the liquor. Unfortunately, the liquor most probably I won't be able to send to different countries, but the jam I will be able. So, it can be some jam and like the local goods. They also do a lot of sweets and nice cookies with the dates. In
Mhm.
Ukrainian, it's finiki.
Yes.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so something like that. So I promise you some nice postcards with the some delicious souvenirs from Malta, something like that.
I
About the
love those pictures. They are very authentic. I love notebooks, like physical ones, by the way, too. And I would fight for that jelly, for that cactus jam. Oh my God. So right this second, we are ready to ask questions. We're talking to Olha Ternova, a lead people partner at Symphony Solutions. So if you feel like asking a question, you can actually win one of those 3 gifts that Olha has prepared for us, and we already have quite a few. First question, well, by the way, we have people, like I said, we have people watching us from Skopje, from Porto, from, yes, all the way from Macedonia, and my big friend Coyote, all the way from Nigeria, is always with us. Thank you
Nice.
all, yes, thank you all very much for watching us on YouTube, wherever you are from. We're talking to Olha Ternova now. It's time for your guys' questions. And this first question is, and that's from Konstantin Komarov, one of the most active watchers of our show. Olha, where do you find your energy, and what is your recipe of the enthusiasm? Okay.
I'm not sure. That's, I guess, the part of the character for sure. You know, if you are like you are, that's like part of your nature. But of course, like a little bit of everything that we are talking about, you know, like this yoga, this meditation, this solo traveling, but like the island is very small, so I cannot go far, but I still go by myself next to the sea, next to the rocks, and like collect my thoughts and like recharge with the energy. I really love nature, as I mentioned. Right, and it's also about the quality time with the people that you love, you know, even though like a lot of my friends, mostly of my friends, they are like in Ukraine or all over the world, but I really love this like deep conversation which can recharge you and like bring you this energy even through the screen and through the mobile. So I guess that's something like that. It's about people, and it's about the nature, and it's about part of your hobbies, something like that. Question, I believe, a little bit of everything.
You are such a lovely person, Oya. Okay, here's a question from Diana. She's always been with us. Thanks, Diana, for watching our show. And the question from Diana is this: which city do you like the most?
Lviv, of course. Even when my husband is joking and say like, maybe I will have some next job offer somewhere, I don't know, in Canada or somewhere there, where you would go and live there. And I'm saying like, in Lviv. And like, no, maybe somewhere further. No, maybe in Lviv. It's like, okay. So there's no room for negotiation. For the traveling, yes, but for the long term, I really love our city.
100%. Okay. Thank you very much for the answer. Thanks, Diana, for the question. Here's a comment from Marianne Borjava. Great idea for one-day hike. Of course, here's another hiker. You know who that Marianne M is. And
Yes.
another question from Kostya. What is your the most important achievements? What are the most important achievements in your life? Oh, that's a huge one. What do you consider the most important achievements in your life? Wow.
That's a good one, Kostya. You got me here, you know. We need you need to have more time, you know. I don't know. I guess the first achievements, I don't know, like the graduate, the college, and then decide your path, because like my specialty was different. It was like management, it was tourism and all that stuff, and somehow the life turned a little bit in different direction, and then you need to find yourself, and you know, like excited about that. So that's the first achievement, like finding yourself in profession, I would say, you know, something like that, that you feel comfortable, that you still have the room for growth and you want to do more, and, you know, and be there in that sphere. That's something like that. Another achievements, I would say.
Two more.
Two more? Okay. It's something about
to
the
become a part
family.
of Symphony Solutions and become a lead people partner. But that doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly. So like
Okay, give
work
us two more.
achievements. Thank you, Vanya. Thank you. So of course, like to
Okay,
do
give us
the
two more, but the very own yours.
No. So you are right, and it was in my mind when it comes to the professional, you know, like achievements. That's about the lead position that I have, and that's really nice. I really love it, and thanks again for the opportunity. And the third one, I would love to say, as I was mentioning, family and stuff, like, you know, that achievements, like what kind daughter, of wife, of sister you are. And I know that like I'm 100% always supportive for my family and friends, and like this shoulders is always there, you know, without like any shy. And I can say for sure that I'm like a rock for my beloved people. That's for sure. Something like that.
So that's two.
No, but then the lead position in Symphony Solutions is
Okay.
Yes.
I helped you with that one, but that was
Thank
a
you.
really good question.
Yes, thank you, question.
Of course, yes. And here's a question from Marianne. What are your best secret places in Lviv and in Malta? Okay, that's nice.
Best secret
Name
place.
three. Name three. Let's go with three at least. Three
Okay.
top secret places in Lviv and three top secret places to go to in Malta.
So, Kaiserwald in Lviv, I would say,
Okay.
you know, and I really love the spot when there's like the church of Saint Michael in the center. If you know, when you climb the stairs and there's like these nice benches next to the church, it's like very peaceful place to think and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And I don't
Three.
know, and maybe not very extraordinary one, but I really love the Shevchenkivsky High. That's like the our how to say it, like ethnic park. The open air park was like very much, you know, Ukrainian cultural tradition, architecture, and all that stuff. It's like the most beloved one place when I always go to and show that place for the tourists and family from different, like, you know, countries and cities. So I really love that, you know, like an impact of the culture. And regarding the Malta, I mean, that's a lot. Of course, I love Valletta because it's very much architectural one, you know, and please welcome. I can be your guide nowadays, you know, because I know already a lot of places. It's very beautiful. And I really love the island when I'm right here. It's called Gozo, and it has like really beautiful places. So there is like a lot of movies were shooting here, not only in Malta, the big one, but the small one. So there's the big arches, you know, and I don't know, I can say the name, but most probably I can send you the pictures after that. You can realize, you know, the beauty of the nature. It's like close to the sea, and like some underwater caves, like for the diving. It's also very beautiful, something like that.
Great. And here comes another extraordinary question. What surprised you the most about life in Malta?
What surprised me the most?
What surprised you the most? Because that was a new country for you. So what was the biggest surprise for you when you moved to a different country, to this beautiful country of Malta? And that's the question from Diana, by the way, too.
I still compare everything, you know, with my hometown, and even when it comes to the level of service and infrastructure, even over here, you know, because in Ukraine, especially in Western Ukraine, we saying like that everything is happening when you have the invitation, let's go for a coffee, right? And this like, let's go for a coffee means that you have like a bunch of beautiful places in the city for the coffee. And like my first time when I came here, and like in the small island, it was like a lot of cafeteria with some plastic chairs and something like that, you know, like not that much advanced as we have in Lviv. And I was saying like, oh my God, when I'm gonna drink that coffee, you know, so I should go back home. And there's a lot of potential for the new businesses actually, starting from these like coffee shops and all others, you know, opportunities, because they're not like that. They have different rhythm of life, different cultures, and different like aspect that where they want to put attention on. So I would say this one about the infrastructure a little bit. Of course, also about the characters of the locals people, because they are so loud. That's insane. So that's like, you know, it's like the mix, like the country is like between Sicily and between Africa. So you can understand like the mix of the genes and all the stuff. Yes, and like even the language, it sounds like very harsh. It sounds like Arabic plus Italian plus English. So it's like, the first time when you hear it, it's like really strange, even though the English is like the second official language, yes. But even when it comes to the relatives of my husband and they just talking, I'm always asking him like when they speak in Maltese, like why they're arguing. He's like, no, they're just discussing something. Like, why do they're so loud? Since like till now, already. So I already know them many years. Like why they shouting so much. And it's still the same. I still cannot adapt to this volume, of emotions and expressions how they have around. So something like that. I would say like these two factors are the most. Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, well, I'm happy you've learned how to put up with all that and
I'm trying.
and still enjoy life. So you are a big coffee drinker, aren't you?
Yeah, I love it, of course.
And did you find this spot for yourself? Uh,
Yes, I find one on the island, and I have this routine to go to this coffee shop, because I found the best coffee on the island. And it sounds very romantic, just to go to this coffee shop because that's the best on the island. Something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's very romantic. So we're done with the questions, and thank you so much for all of the questions, you guys. I mean,
You,
so sweet. And we had Kostya asking questions. We had Marianne making comments and asking questions. We had
yeah.
Diana asking questions. So we have
Yeah.
three people deserving a prize from Olha Ternova today. And who gets what? That's the most exciting part. So Kostya was asking about the recipe for your enthusiasm and where you get the energy from. And then Kostya asked this huge question about the three most important achievements. Okay.
Yes.
We had two questions from Diana. First one about the city you love the most, good
Mm-hmm.
memories about your native city, Lviv, and then this beautiful question about the culture, about what surprised you most in Malta. I love this question, by the way. And we had a comment about Borjava and a great question from Marianne about your top go-to places in Lviv and Malta. You decide.
So I believe I can choose like some postcard. I'm not sure which one, and the notebook. I will send it to Kostya. So Kostya, thanks a lot for the achievement question. That's what nice to think. And
Okay.
then all the sweets. I mean the jams and the local cookies. I will divide between Mariana and Diana, and also have a bunch of postcards with that one. So I
Okay.
guess it will be nice. But guys, I just need your address for actually where I can ship it. From here. So please
We,
ping me directly.
we will manage that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've asked you like 100 questions. Do I get some jelly?
Yes, sure. I
Oh.
already promised that to you. But maybe as soon as I will be in Lviv, or I can send you as well. We'll see. We'll see.
I think we have another comment. I can't read the name. I believe the last name is Ristovska. Me too. Do you have tried the pure Arabic coffee?
Pure Arabic coffee.
Yes. Do they sell pure Arabic coffee in Malta? I think they do.
Definitely.
They should.
They have over here like more the Italian style, I would say, and a little bit of the Turkish one, even though they don't like
Mhm.
to admit that. So maybe just this one. Or maybe I didn't find it yet, but no, can I say for sure that I did,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Many thanks from the audience. Many thanks from Diana, Costa, and Marianne for your generosity. And I'm so grateful you've been with us on the show. I have this last question, a traditional question we ask every guest on Symphony Persona Live, and that is the following. What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
My 18-year-old self,
Mhm.
I would say,
You see that girl walking around Lviv, maybe not yet knowing what to do with her life, maybe already knowing, maybe being in love, maybe writing some poetry. down in her notebook, what would you tell her? Listen, Olya.
To be honest, like I wouldn't change anything, you know. Sometimes you have the question, what would you do if you would go back in the past and like do something? I wouldn't change anything because like all the experience and everything what you had that actually forms you as a personality, right? That you are right now. I was just like reassured that like young lady that you will be okay, everything will be okay, you're doing great, you know, less anxiety and more like you know, understanding of yourself and like going towards your goals, something like that, you know, but nothing.
Enjoy your life, right?
Yes, yes, something like that.
That
Nothing major.
is so wonderful.
Thank
I
you.
hope that that 18-year-old girl who grew up to lead people partner at Symphony Solutions both are really enjoying their lives. And I thank you so much from all of us on behalf of all Symphonians, all the Symphonians watching us on YouTube right now, all of those who'll be watching us tomorrow and wherever else they feel like watching the show. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the inspirations. Thanks for your hard work here at Symphony. And we've enjoyed every single second of this show. We'll see you very, very soon. Please stay tuned for the next episodes of Symphony Persona Live. Tonight, we've been talking to Olha Ternova, lead people partner at Symphony Solutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Bodan. Thank you, guys. Bye.